Welcome to Rocki's Reality. Get ready for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, relationships, and a little bit of politics on Motor City Woman Radio. Follow Rocki's Reality on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. In the meantime, let's go. If nothing else, we's hustlers, ain't we?
Yeah.
And professional too, though. Let me just say that. So, welcome everyone, Rocki's Reality. Shout out to Supa Emcee.
What's up, my G? Shout out to you
I love
for having
you.
me.
Let me just say I love you, and I'm so glad you're back. I'm so glad you're back.
Hey, took a while.
Listen, but y'all, so I don't know already bought the CDs. Which, by the way, let me just say this now. Make sure y'all get the CDs.
Alpha and Omega. Obsidian.
Yep. For the full album, make sure it's on streaming platforms. But for the full album, you want to get the CDs. And I got my boo a gift. As if he needs any more. He already got thousands of comic books. But
the comic book heads.
I love it.
For the comic book heads everywhere.
True to the culture. True to the culture.
So
Supa Emcee got an Obsidian comic book.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Welcome back to I'm saying welcome back to the show. Because it's been about 5 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Like 2018. We got to remember because the pandemic I have you like in some damn time warp. You like shit. I don't forgot.
I mean, I think maybe it might be longer than that.
No, it was like because I started in 2017, and I think it was like a year after that. So it was like 2018. But then Crossroads was what year?
That was 18, 19.
Yeah, see, 18, 19. 17. See, so yeah. So welcome back though.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're here. Wait a minute. Let's just get into it.
Okay.
I don't even want to delay. But y'all, back to what I was saying. Supa Emcee had a whole box of shit here. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's
listen, HP all day and I love it.
Yeah. I mean, like it was a thought that came in my head, like, you see like rock and roll people do stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
They had a box sets and stuff like that. Far as rap, it was ICP them was on some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And doing things like that, it sets a precedence for your music, and it
leaves a legacy.
Yeah, it gives people something else to hold on to while they listening to your music and holding on to those melodies. Like when I was sitting there, I was just like these ideas to present this project.
When you were sitting there, where are you talking about, like the hospital or what?
I mean, like
your accident or what?
Everything about my accident has something to do with the box set. Everything that comes in the box set, everything that's about this album, I'm talking about everything. Like it all.
And that's what I wanted to ask. How much? And that's what
it's all symbolism to the things that I experienced. Like, okay, we can start with the cover. Shout out to Suge and Soul for the designing on the cover, of the project. I said and I talked to Suge and Soul on the phone. They from Canada. I said and I talked to them, and we just talked. They said, listen to me. We was on the phone for probably like 4 hours. It's like after 12 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
We talking and talking. They was like, yo, man, we saw what happened. And then I was just explaining to them in detail about, what I went to, what I experienced, and what I had to do to regain a lot of myself, you know what I'm saying? Which was reflecting. I had to reflect on who I was. I had to, find out certain things. It was stuff. It wasn't like I had a total memory wipe. It just, I just couldn't call stuff.
Certain patches.
It just
were missing.
I mean, no, it was really bad. Like,
because I remember you said your wife. And shout out to your wife.
Yeah, shout out to my wife.
His wife is talented.
Native child.
I love it. So wait a minute, and shout out to her. So you were saying, like, I saw something you said about how she had to remind you that she was your wife.
Yeah,
like that was a moment.
Like when I woke up, in the hospital, they was like, I woke up like crazy and shit, and the doctors, they was like some shit out the movies, like real shit. I went to pulling everything out, like, They like, hold on,
Oh my
stop.
God. Oh my
Yo,
God.
so
Oh
she,
my.
they like, like, do you know who you are? I didn't know. I didn't. I was just like, yeah. I was just, cause really I was kind of like fucked up on some other shit. I just saw some shit out of my mind. I don't know what the fuck. I was hurt. I couldn't. It was just everything. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, I'm your wife. I was like, and I just looked at her. I was like, okay, cutie pal. Yeah, yep.
Like if you say so,
If
we
you say,
good.
yep, okay. And they
Oh
was like,
my
do you know who you are?
Lord.
I was like, yeah, but I didn't know. I just what's so
Oh my
funny is
gosh.
what's so funny about
Mm.
all of that is what I remember or what I recall is the craziest thing. And it was like being where I was or whatever. I felt like I knew more of myself there than I did waking up. It was
Hmm.
more like it was more like trying to, how you wake up, how you go to sleep, you know how like how you had a full day and then you go to sleep,
Mhm.
right? And say somebody wakes you up before that full sleep is completed,
Man.
right? And then they
Right.
start asking you a bunch of
Right.
shit.
Right. You be like,
You
Yep.
you don't you
Yep.
couldn't even you'll be like,
You in a
I don't
fog. You in a fog.
right. So imagine that after your head smashes damn near through a windshield. I didn't go through it. The windshield caught me. If the windshield hadn't have caught me, I would have been pancaked on the back of that semi fucking Mack truck shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because was somebody else driving or you were
I
driving?
was driving. I was driving. Like
And so
the whole thing is like you would think somebody like me would probably been blowed or drunk or high.
you
That's
know
what
I was about
everybody.
to I was about
Nah,
to ask, but
listen,
I ain't
everybody,
I ain't
everybody.
want to
And you
assume
want to
because
know
I know
what?
we listen.
Hey,
I
hey,
know
and,
how we
and
get
can I say
down, and
this
I
on
ain't
your
mad
show?
at it. I don't
Can
need
I say this on
you
your show?
unfiltered and unapologetic. You
Oh,
already
okay,
know.
good.
And
I'm
as you
glad.
comfortable
I'm
going
good.
there, let's
I'm
go
good.
there.
Hey,
Shit.
fuck y'all for motherfuckers that thought I was blow and high that day.
Okay. Put it out
Motherfuck
there.
y'all.
Put it out there. Put it out there.
Motherfuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Because I don't remember a lot of that month or, like 2020 is like, I know I was there. I
Shit.
seen
Right.
video of me being there. I
Right.
know shit
Right.
happened, but
Yep.
that shit is like a blip to me.
Yep.
Like it's like lighting a match in the rain,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Sure.
But
Sure.
you go and you with the toxology report, you know how they do you, they gonna find what's going on in me
Right.
and
Right.
see what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I have been smoking and drinking, but that was the other day. The
Right.
other days.
Right.
I got up that morning to do something good, to
Right.
be
Handle some business.
right,
Go
to
be an adult and
right,
shit.
right, to
Right.
be
Supposed to be the
presentable.
right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That particular day,
Right.
whatever entailed on that day happened, whatever. I
Yep.
was not nothing
On no
on
bullshit.
no bullshit because
Yep.
we had to do the protest. We was
Mhm.
protesting for Max. Max had got found he was found in the kitty slide at that shack up there at the
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck is it? The healing thing. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
with Dr. Bob shit. That's where that shit was at,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, that's what I was on my way to do.
Right.
Like I felt
Because
I
that's you
felt
part of that's part of why you a hood hero, by
I,
the way, though.
right.
Shout out to you for that. I
Thank
gotta
you,
give
my
you your
G.
flowers for
Thank you,
that.
my
For real.
G.
For real.
Because I just
For
feel
real.
I
Yeah.
just feel like if I was on my way to do some fucked ups, like if niggas was talking shit to me online, I was like, bitch, I'm gonna pull up to your house, and I was on my way to do some fuck shit, I probably would have died on the way there, or probably
Mm-hmm.
died in the midst of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I was going to do something great, something stand up. So hey, this is, hey, stuff happens,
Yeah.
but for
Because
people
now
that
we got Obsidian now.
right, it's
That's what
crazy.
came from it. Like, I mean, because that are like artists, because I'm a writer. We
Yeah,
storytellers. And
right.
that's what I love about you.
I feel
You a storyteller.
Rocky,
And it keep
everything
you
with
telling a story with this.
yeah, everything with this Obsidian Rocky is like almost like some John getting a revelation from God. Like that's what
Yeah,
like this is
listen,
what
because
this
I was
is.
listening to it like these lyrics is on some other shit. Some other shit.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm sweet. I write sweet stuff.
You do.
Hey,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
for real. You do. You
I
you
mean,
you do. But
you
wait a
know,
minute, right?
but I didn't write this. I didn't write this.
You didn't write it.
I
Who
didn't
did?
write
Who
this.
did?
God wrote this record. I just happened to
Okay.
be the vessel that
Okay.
was penning it
Yep. Yep.
because I like we was talking off camera earlier. I sat in the wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't walk. I couldn't properly think. You know what I'm saying? Like I was getting memory back at a earth-shattering head quake. Like literally. Like when I got my memories back, like I value having this shit in my head now. I mean, I'm telling you, because like every time I got memories back, I would go through like a severe catastrophic headache. Like the shit was like like for real. I was on gabapentin and all that shit. They had me. I'm telling you.
You said gabapentin.
Gabapentin, yeah.
What is that?
It's like it's like head medicine to soothe your shit. Listen, when your shit be.
I'm so glad you got through that shit, and that's some of our best work comes from our pain. And so wait a minute, I was looking up Obsidian. Let's get into that. So it's a stone. Now, what I looked up, it said it dissolves emotional blockages and ancient traumas, promotes qualities of compassion and strength. Obsidian aids the digestion and detoxify. So let's talk about why you named it.
And it's Obsidian. A protection stone too.
Okay.
Right. And it blocks negativity.
Okay.
And it re-energizes you to continue to block negativity.
Okay. So it's an actual gemstone.
Yeah. Okay. I got it at the crib. I didn't wear it today. I got a whole chain of obsidian, and then I got an obsidian sphere. It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's crazy. Yeah, I'm on some shit.
Your ass done went to Wakanda.
No, I've been Wakanda.
It's even before that's real
before
though.
That.
That's real.
But,
do you know what? Let's get into that a little bit, your history. Because I do want to hit people who are not aware. You know, he is like from Rhythm Kitchen days. Okay. Yeah, let's be clear.
All these, I mean like
let's just be clear who Supa Emcee is now.
Like Almighty Dreadnaughtz represent.
Listen, Iron Fist, Jay Dilla, all the legends of Detroit.
Yeah.
Do you believe you're a legend? I know you are.
I mean, like people call me a legend and people say that, or people, would throw my name up and stuff like that. I thank them for that. I mean, it's cool, but Awesome Dre is a legend. Merciless Amir is a legend. Smiley is a legend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? DMW is our legend. AWOL, Killer Kev.
Yep.
Those are legends. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't like Esham is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Proof, Jay Dilla legend. Like if I couldn't we was doing the hip hop 50 shit, right? This year, shout out to Derek Carney for putting the whole thing together and all that. And it's like, people say, yo, Soup, you a legend, but I'm in room with the legend.
Listen, because you are though.
But no, you gotta understand.
I know, but still
these like, okay, I could stand in the room with a bunch of other rappers and they could be like, Soup, you the legend. And you know what? Maybe, right? Maybe I am. Right? But when I stand in a room with them dudes, I am a fan and a student. They are the legends. They are the goats.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like people was arguing about the 50 and the list and all of that. And then they listen, and then they had an actual panel discussion where people could have came out and gave their information and their blah 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 and put their name in the hat for whatever the drawing was and all of that. But just think about all the other people that they was gonna name and all that. They wasn't gonna be able to get on the stage with us and rap. At the end of the day, it was rappers on the stage representing the rap music because the MC is the spokesperson for hip hop.
Exactly.
The manager, yes, helps the MC gets to where they need to go. The producer and everybody, but when it's time to get on the microphone, we deal with the rapper. Come on, hit me with the
Right.
Where
the bell?
Now, MCs, we the MCs are the spokespeople for hip hop.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
tell it.
In that situation, it was a lot of names in Detroit hip hop. It was a lot of people that I felt whose name should have been on that board without me even being called. Exactly. You feel me? I could name you 50.
Now, what's the board you're referring to specifically?
It was the list that they made. It was the list of Derek Carney.
Who was that?
Derek Carney and his constituents and the 10 people that he had, 10, 15.
Now, who was Eric Carney again?
Derek Carney, he's a Detroit promoter. He promotes Detroit.
And where did he post this list? Because this list was
online.
I think I saw Ty Hopkins refer to the list.
Yes.
He was just like,
everybody. My thing is, where were these people at to speak? You get what I'm saying? I can sit in a room and say blah, 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 and these many names, right? But then where are the other people that can come in and say blah, 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 blah? Like what I loved about what Kalima did, Ebony and herself, the real Nikki D. She was talking about people. When she got to talking about artists, this was people that I was like, I don't even know these people. But you know what? That's because she go that far back with Detroit hip hop and is able to call names that none of us know because none of us can go that far back.
Maybe.
Let's talk about
But
it.
that's why I wanted to refer
But-
back to your history. That's why I want to let people know
yeah.
how you've been at this for a long time. And
Yeah,
I love your tenacity.
Rock. But
I
it's
admire
like
your
with
tenacity.
that situation, to me, it was like everybody had something to say because their name wasn't brought up or wasn't said, and they gave people time to. They gave people a forum where they could have came and said their name
Could have
about what their
submitted your
name.
name.
But
Yeah.
it does not knock what nobody in Detroit hip hop has done. It does not knock that at all.
Yep.
That's like Rocki, if you had your top 50 Detroit whatever list, right? And then you wanted to put on a show to put those people on, you would have a bunch of people mad at you because you're spending your dime,
Listen.
you're using your connections,
Listen.
you're pulling your people
Yep.
together to make this show, to put this on for
Yep.
people. Now, we're gonna speak on this a little bit more, then we're gonna get to something. We're gonna get back to what we're talking about.
Yeah, you tell
was-
you can
listen,
yeah, I got a
listen,
follow-up question.
Listen,
Yep. Come on.
it's been a couple events in Detroit hip hop where niggas and motherfuckers and rap artists get on this bitch and be crying and bitching and moaning. Okay, one was the Detroit hip hop, the Underground Hip Hop Awards that Uncle P and Brandon them was doing. Every year you got motherfuckers crying, but guess what? The motherfuckers that was crying wasn't the motherfuckers that was working.
Ooh,
Let's get that. They was not. Let's talk it. Let's fucking talk about it. Hip hop is not a participation and I get an award. It's not that. Hip hop is not I show up to the club and you pat me on my back as being a great artist.
Exactly.
No, the fuck that does not mean that. You got to put in the greatest artist work. Okay. The hip hop awards. Niggas was crying. Nigga, get your votes up, get your fans up, get out here and work. I don't, when I see other artists do things, I don't hate on them. I don't shit on them. You know what I do? I be like, oh, that's sweet as fuck. And I try to do everything that they're not doing. You get what I'm saying? When I see another Detroit artist make a come up, that makes my balls and dick get bigger. Because you know what? I'm from the same place where that nigga is at. And if a nigga ain't hurt and got a whiff of me, wait till they get a load of me. You get what I'm saying? And I just work. I work. A lot of these niggas get mad and go in the corner and don't work. A lot of these niggas get mad, go in the corner, talk shit and don't work. A lot of these niggas get mad, smoke weed, go to a studio and don't work. You get what I'm saying? Okay, no, I'm telling. They can come see me. They can. Niggas know where I'm at. They can come and holler at me about it.
Wait, I got a couple questions.
Hold on,
we only got an hour.
I know. Let me get this off.
Okay.
Another one that was done for Detroit hip hop. Jenny Risher took pictures of Hex. She took pictures of Hex, Seven the General, Guilty, Fat Cat, and Nick Speed, and I think DJ Skis or something was in the pictures, and I think Corona and Invincible, and it was in a book, the After Dark book or something. I forgot the name of it. Okay, but then she wanted to expand taking pictures of this saga of Detroit hip hop. She wanted to tell the story of Detroit hip hop through her pictures, right? So thus you came with Deciphered. Okay, and Deciphered was a thing that came where everybody in
at
Detroit,
the DIA, right?
The DIA, we all was in it.
Yep.
Okay, now this woman along with us, me, Trick, Hex, I'm talking about the gods of this shit. We sitting around talking about everybody. Now it's niggas in hip hop that I loathe, but I didn't shit on these niggas and say don't take their picture, Jenny. I was part of the motherfuckers that was with the pictures and shit, telling her who to take and who to shoot. Now I can't make her go and shoot the whole world, but the people that she shot, she got it, and it was great representation of Detroit hip hop. Magnifique representation of hip hop. And niggas still got mad. Niggas still got mad. Niggas still got mad. Niggas still had a problem. And then really, it was a situation where a lot of niggas who got their picture taken and was about to get their picture taken, a situation happened where they couldn't get their picture taken. Right? So that was another little thing that happened. But for the representation of Detroit hip hop that is in that Decipher book, it is one of the best representations picture wise. You get what I'm saying? And niggas still had
They
a
not
problem
they
with
not
it.
gonna be happy
Listen to
regardless.
this. They can uphold the east side all day long. I'll love it to death. They can upside the west side all day. I'll love it to death. They can uphill southwest. I'll love it to death. They can uphill Highland Park and bitch, I'll love it to death. But my whole thing is I'm not gonna hate, downplay, or put to the side or punk any Detroit representation. If it's whack as hell, nigga, I'm gonna pull you to the side and tell you I am a rap god. That shit is whack. Change that shit, nigga.
Right, okay, so hold on. Let's go back to how you became a rap god. Tell me your earliest. Share your early and listen. I feel you. I feel you. But we only got so much
I
time.
know, man.
Shit, we
I
gonna
just
look up
was
this number
mad
at 8
about.
o'clock.
I was
No, I
mad
feel
about
you had to get that shit
how they
off.
was saying
I'm
that
glad, and I'm
because
honored you did it. That's about to be a clip. I'm gonna have my
because
girl
Derek Kearney,
pull out a clip.
you
of
gotta
that.
look. Okay, check this out. Your great uncle know you, right? He don't know your kids that well, right? So when he see your kids, he ain't gonna call them by their name. He gonna be like, "Come here, little Rocki."
Right,
You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's
yes,
right. That's
right,
that's
right.
what Derek
We
Kearney
come-
did.
we
That's
come
what
from that
Derek Kearney.
generation.
Derek Kearney is one of our uncles. He
Okay.
might know a couple of, Detroit Most Wanteds and them. But then when they go down to we the underlings of that. So he had to do more research. He had to do more research. And then instead of the community coming to this man to help him with the research on something that we all are part of, no, everybody stayed in the corner. Everybody stayed in the cloak. And then when the shit turned into some big shit, then everybody wanted to come in and state their claim. See, that's the shit I be talking about with this Detroit hip hop shit. Everybody want to wait until some shit blow up to a blimp to appreciate it. When the blimp when the nigga
Right
was
here.
pumping air in it.
Wait a minute. So okay, what was your earliest memory of hip hop?
My earliest memory of hip hop is fucking rapping at school, freestyling at the crib. I was little kid. Like my mother and my auntie, they was always listening to music. They always was on like cutting edge of music. So whatever was hot, my mama was listening to it. Michael Jackson era and all that, they was listening to that shit. You get the Motown, they had records and shit all in the basement, banging that shit. But me with this rap shit, I don't know. I guess I always had an entertainer spirit. I always could entertain because like I used to do voices and shit and all like that. And then like, like my mama would be hanging out and like, I tell this story a lot. My auntie is Sherelle, the legendary singer.
Yes,
Right.
Monday, Tuesday,
Right.
yes.
Now
I love
her Randy and all them used to come to that crib.
Oh my God,
My
I
mama-
love that shit.
My mom and them, they used to be hanging out and shit, doing their shit. Right. So she
one
would
of the
come
best voices of the '80s.
of the fucking
Give it-
from
listen,
Detroit. Like
I
quit
was just
fucking
listening
around.
to Alexander O'Neal last night
Right.
too. Shit,
I'm talking about this is the time when Sherelle and them is banging out in the street. They coming from
is she
clubs.
from Detroit?
What?
Oh my God, I
Oh,
know
come
that.
on now.
Lord forgive me.
Look, they coming from clubs. My mom and them hanging out. It's school night. I'm in the bed sleep. They come in. They be like, go get him, wake him up. He gotta go, wake him up. They'll wake me up. They be like, do Scarface, because I be watching Scarface at that time. So long. So I would do the whole fucking movie, like word for word. And they would be tripping, like, oh my God. So my mom would be like, he can rap too. They be like, he can rap too. So she'll be like, well, this is him, this is this person, this is, she'll call their names out, blah, 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 and tell me what they got. That's Gucci boy. That's Louis Vuitton. And I would just go around the room with that shit. Name all of them, name their clothes, what they had on, the colors and shit. So they'd be sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, did he write that shit? Why the fuck did he write that shit? We just came in. He didn't know.
I love it.
Like, and then like,
genius.
from that situation,
So wait a minute, were you the only child?
Yeah.
You were the only child?
Yeah. I'm my mama's only kid.
Oh my Lord, I love
like,
it.
I got
your mom still.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I love
My mama's only kid. Like my mom, like I used to be just rapping.
Wow.
I used to be just rapping in the house because it was fucking like Nipsey Russell syndrome and shit. That's what they call it back in the day. Freestyle, because he's the king of improv. Niggas better learn that. Okay. So like,
little history.
So like I would just be in there, just like I would just be watching shit or watching cartoons or just in there playing with shit or reading comic books, and then I would just be freestyling, rapping that shit in the head, like I'll be saying the shit. My mom be like, "Shut the yo, boy, you in here? Like, is you in there talking to yourself?" No. But then when she caught the fact, actually caught the fact, like, okay, this nigga is in here running some shit, and then like before then, I would just freestyle it. You know what I'm saying, all the time. But like these couple of incidents, these two incidents in my life, which made me start writing them. It was time when Sherelle and Randy and them came over and they was all hanging, and my mom and them, they all laughing, and they had me there rapping and shit, and I was doing the rap. So when Sherelle tucked me into my bunk bed, she came in, TT tucked me in. She was like, "You don't write those?" I was like, "No, TT, I just come up off the top of my head. She was like, "You should start writing that. You should start writing that." Was really good.
Oh my gosh, Sherelle.
Yo, that's one incident.
I need that connection. Listen.
That's one incident. Look, that's one.
I love her affair.
Yo.
I don't need Sherelle is
yo.
I love me some motherfucking Sherelle. I love it.
That was one
moment.
That was one powerful incident. The other one was I went to John Marshall right there on State Fair. Right?
Okay.
I had a teacher named Miss Williams, right? I think she was like an English teacher or something, but it was like during Black History Month, right? So I don't know. But because of my last name Brown, I would be sitting in the front, but I think for some reason I was sitting in the back. So I mean I did something, I don't know. But so I was back there, just so she like, yeah, do you know your Black history? You back there
right, you know all that other shit.
Right, you got a Black history rap, Mr. Brown, since you back there,
right.
Okay, the kids like, you got a Black, because they already know at lunchtime I'm clowning, we banging on the tables or out freestyling, right. Stuff. So they already knew I could rhyme. So so they just looking like, oh, you done called. That's like calling a class clown up to the stage to crack jokes.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, he about to really.
Listen.
He's about.
They know this about to be a good damn time.
Right.
Let's go.
I stood up, Rocki, and I looked around, and like back in the day in school, they would have the pictures of our heroes going around the room.
Exactly.
They have them,
yes.
Martin Luther King up there. What I'm saying?
Yes,
they would, Madam C.J. Walker and all that.
Yep.
They would have all of. So they had them up on the thing. This some freestyle nigga shit. The nigga, you can't freestyle. You don't know how to do. You don't know how to do this. This will go over your head. Yeah. I just panned the room real quick, just real quick, nanoseconds, and then went into that shit. And I went to rapping about all of the Black history people that was on the wall.
Blew her mind.
Blew her fucking mind because she thought I wrote it. Okay, then sit down. Like, yeah, you try.
This is brilliant.
Right, you tried to play me. Tried to play me. But after that, what I'm saying, she pulled me to the side. She was like, did you write that? I was like, no, I just freestyled off the top of my head. She was like, oh wow, like you need to start writing that. Right. So those two incidents is like really.
And thank God, because we need the village.
Yeah.
That's be pivotal points where you need the village to direct you in that path.
Yeah, but I mean, becoming a rap artist, I probably would have started writing it anyway, because I was saying some crazy shit and I didn't. Sometimes I couldn't recall it. You know what I'm saying?
You remember that now, years later. So wait a minute, let's talk a little bit about. I want to play the video with you and Gwen Nation. By the way, shout out to Mama Shu.
Yeah.
Was that filmed at Avalon Village?
No, that was filmed in the hood. That was filmed at my G Mama crib.
But it's something coming. Don't y'all have something? You did the album release.
Yeah, the album release was at the Avalon Village on the 23rd. Yeah. We just did it in last month.
And I think the food festival is
it's coming up. Hungry Man is coming in. Yeah, Hungry Black Man is coming in.
But I want to get into the I'm Not No Plaything.
Yeah, this record.
No Plaything. And shout out to Gwen Nation.
Shout out to Gwen.
She's another one who's underrated.
Man, I don't know why. I don't know why, man. Her vocals is butter, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what's so crazy is Rocks is I got some of Detroit's dopest singers on this album. Like, I'm telling you, like every joint.
The Nanette Lachey. I was looking, I was like, now who was this? I said,
yeah, that is crazy. That's my cousin.
I love it. And Tabitha Rasul.
Yep, Tab.
Am I saying the last name right?
Tabitha Rasul. One single rose on there.
Her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, because that one.
Monica Blair on there.
That feel okay, and she one who been putting in work for a while.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cadillac Dale on there. James. Jay Tate is on there.
Let's get ready to get into that Gwen Nation. That
this joint is produced by my dog, the Davis Way.
And this is on Alpha. This is Obsidian Alpha. It's a double album, Alpha and Omega. And this track is on, if y'all get to CD.
Yeah.
Y'all need to. We're gonna get into that.
It's the Cocaine White.
Listen. Scarface fan. We all Scarface fan. Oh my God, I was just watching that the other week.
Say hello. Yeah.
Oh, can you turn mine down just a little bit? Okay. Come on.
I ain't going fake or play no games. I don't front for nobody. Put that on my pain and everything that I love in this dirty glove. Keep my vibe electric. I'm the power plug. Blowing good buzz. My pistol snub. Try and elevate my grind while the system flood. They try to play a nigga, that's why I listen up. Then speak from the gut like I'm throwing up. Every word I'ma back it. I ain't talking tough. I'm just a Highland Park nigga with dicky nuts and a big ass mouth with his hands split up. Nigga take a knee and I'ma up my gun. Bitches play too much and I ain't the one. You in the negative if I have to give you some. Take this Detroit sedative that's liquor and drugs. Fuck around and catch a slug for what you talking, nigga. Speak up. Cause I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy. I said what I said, I ain't capping hits. I keep my eyes in my lane and I crash my whip. Fast forward, I'm here, next level shit. Dealing with these devils, prepare for the bitch. Either fork in the road or it's up where you sit. In this new world, nigga, I know I don't fit. Cause the shit short down, folk, I don't get. So I keep it 1,000 when I represent. The cloth that I cut, y'all can't make this shit. That's why the songs that I drop, y'all can't make these hits. I'm high and I'm lit, y'all can't fly when I live. I keep it hood, motherfucker, we ain't counterfeit. So when I say I'm with you, you know what time it is. I'm bout it, but I ain't bout that phony shit. Keep it real in my presence or your absence real. I'm a man of my words, but I'm dead of steel. Get your punk ass still. See, I'm not going crazy, no, no. I'm not going crazy, no. Game beat game, I don't play with kids, especially grown motherfuckers on that adolescent shit. You dudes too lame, nigga, bitches all the same. Investing in your ass, bitch, invest in your brain. A lot of whack shit y'all letting get in the game. You can't knock the talent, cause some corny nigga paid to be in the place, and the skills wouldn't get them. And ain't none of you niggas on my level with that written. Rapping off beat, I'd rather listen to the record skipping. You niggas Molly and lean and Percocet tripping. While I flow to the rhythm on and off instrumental, the complexity makes it look so simple. You don't understand, you gon' learn today. I'm just a fly ass nigga rapping to get paid. We can cut with the hearts or cut with the spades. I'm trying to teach you to be better artists, y'all niggas afraid. See, I'm not going crazy, no. I'm not going crazy, We back.
Wait a minute. So, right quick, tell me what you told me right quick. What the song about?
I'm not no plaything. It's a record that's like, you know, I guess, you know, everybody, you know, they saw what I went through. I was hurt. I was battered, beat, tore up. You know what I'm saying? But that record, like the reason why we put that record out first, this was a dope video, dope song. Shout out to the Davis Way. Shout out to Gwen Nation. That record was just, you know, letting people know this still I ain't no plaything. I ain't no sucker.
Right.
I ain't nothing to play with. I ain't nothing to front for. I ain't nothing to, you know, the fake.
I'm down, but not out.
I'm down, but I ain't out. I ain't out. And I'm still, even though I got this different type of sense about myself and different type of sense about life, still like on some Scarface shit. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. So let's get some more into Obsidian, how it came together. When did you start working on it?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. The project came after all of this, right? During my healing, during my, you know, regathering of, you know, my thoughts and who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was stuff that I was doing. Like, I look at videos, I see myself doing crazy stuff on Facebook. I was trying so hard to be tough and to fight through what I was dealing with. You know, that I was just on there just talking shit. Sometimes I was just, I don't know, it was just autopilot talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you, but I was praying for you. Like,
yeah, I know.
And I text you a couple times, like, listen, we got you, bro. We know you. It's a process.
Right.
It's a process. It's a setback for the comeback. It's all good.
And it was times, Rocki, like, you know, like I was like, damn, nigga, I'm just gonna be like some fucking shell of what I was. You know, because like I got to look at videos of myself. Like, really, I was looking at videos of myself and I was all broke up, you know, on the couch and shit, just looking at shit. And I was frightened. I was like, damn, you a scary ass nigga. I was like, wow, I can't compete with who the fuck is.
So is this during the time you was like writing it?
No, this is during the time I was just full of medication and just laid on the couch and couldn't do shit. My wife and the kids had to, you know, do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, like, it was nights where, you know, like, if they would sleep, I would have to like roll off the couch and crawl to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh,
I'm talking about that shit was treacherous. Like, that was I felt like a fucking real army soldier. Like, come on, soldier. Oh my God. Leg is fucked up. I couldn't bend it because they had it in a brace because it was broken fracture. You feel me? And then, you know, my head was still like healing up. And then, you know, you can't get the swivel in your neck when you shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep, you know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, I wouldn't, like, what I went through, honestly, I would not wish it on my worst enemy. I would wish me knocking his teeth out. You know, nigga, what? Boom, there you go. You're talking shit. You feel me? You know, elbow to the eye. Boom, there you go. You gotta now you look like a half a squirrel. I mean, a half a raccoon, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't wish nothing like this on nobody because you know, listen, I'm a part of the 3%, and I don't say it in like a boasting thing. I just say it because like it's miraculous to me. It's like, damn, nigga, you a part of 3%. So that means out of 100 people that would have went through the accident I went through, 3% of them would have survived and been able to function like I'm functioning now.
Yeah. Right.
3 of them.
Yeah.
The other 97 would be paralyzed, can't walk no more. They would be dead, or they would think they a fucking chicken.
Wait a minute. So let's talk about how the album came together.
Okay.
Alpha and Omega, the fallen one. Okay. So Obsidian, the fallen one, Alpha and Omega.
Right.
Talk about how they came together. Let me just tell you some of my faves right here.
Okay.
Let me tell you some head crackers. I took some notes.
Okay, my dog.
Because you know how you listening to some shit, somebody say some shit, you be like, did this nigga just say?
Yeah.
I said, okay. So who are the producers? First of all, let me ask you that, because them beats is banging.
Okay.
It was giving me Cypress Hill.
I got
Village. You know, it was giving me a whole.
Listen,
vibe.
what's so fun? Look, the crazy thing you said something about Slum Village because Young RJ. I got Young RJ from Slum Village on there.
I heard
Young RJ from Slum Village
produced. It was giving me, like I said,
Trey Davis from the Davis Way produced on that. 01 produced on that. X the Detective produced on that. Dewan Lynn produced on that. Soul Monk, DZ the Ill Eagle produced on that. Butcher Brown produced on that. Let me see. I'm missing somebody. No, that's
shout out to
that's about it. Oh, and 01.
I love it.
01. And
so some of my faves on Alpha is Breath of Life.
That's my bad. And Oleg Dre Yard produced on that.
Okay.
That's a Dre Yard beat right there.
I love it.
Oleg.
Fire of Gods.
Okay, that's Ill Eagle.
Now here on The Hero Returns, I love when you said there's no storyboard. This is grief you reading.
Real shit.
Man, I was like,
no storyboard.
This nigga.
Yes. This is all grief you read.
It was so many zingers. Like you be having them zingers. When you
like this album came about. Like I told you, I just sat in the wheelchair in the crib, and I was just like, I couldn't really think. I couldn't it's like all my thoughts would be in my head. Like you form thoughts and they turn into pictures. Like the pictures would shatter. They would just like it was crazy. Like I just couldn't see them. Or if I saw pictures, they would be like blurry or. You know how you seeing shit in your head, it would be cracked. It wouldn't be the full picture. It would just be like.
But it still came together because I'm
gonna tell you why.
Dropping some lessons though,
Rocki. I sat in that wheelchair and I asked God. I said, God, I can't freestyle. I can't write. I can't even think properly. I said, why don't you write this album for me?
And so how long did the recovery take? When did you start kind of feeling like yourself again? Or do you are you even at that point? Where are you at now? On a percentage, let's scale it. On a percentage, where are you at?
Healing wise, you know, like functioning wise, you know what I'm saying? I would give myself, you know, like a good 95%. The other 5% is just little shit that I gotta deal with from recovering. Like I'm always in pain. Like it's, you know, the weather change, I'm in pain. Like my body is like a fucking tuning fork now. It's like if I didn't feel vibrations and shit, I feel that shit now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You know, like the weather change, like I be feeling that shit. I feel that shit all over. Like,
Do you have like dreams though of the impact? You know what I'm saying? You have like nightmares because it's mental trauma too that happens.
Yeah, I have had nightmares. I have had nightmares where I was trying to find out what happened to me and I couldn't find out. I mean that whatever happened that day, however it happened, that's just maybe a door that's never gonna be unlocked. But what I do remember from being in a coma for fucking 12 hours or more is the real thing. Is the real story. The accident was just the catapult to it. You know what I'm saying? Like this story of mine is deeper than just a rap album or some fly words that happen to come out of my mouth. But I asked God for this. I said I can't do it. I said, why don't you write the record for me?
Yeah, I like that God is trying to tell you.
I asked him
that in the track.
I asked him. I said, why don't you write? I said, why don't you write this record for me? I said, you could say all you want to say. Just let me say a little bit of what I want to say. Deal. I was in the wheelchair. I was crying and everything.
Right, like please.
I was crying. I was crying and everything. Right. Like I was so fucking like out of it. And
wait, so let's shift a little bit. I want to get into your top 5 in celebration of hip hop. Yep. So we got about 20 minutes remaining. So I want to get into this discussion a little bit.
On the whole show?
Yeah.
Damn, man, Rocks.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
I mean, but look though, man, you my dog.
Like, I ain't trying to like cut you off, but I'm like I gotta.
You my dog. I'm sorry.
I love you, but that's why I'm glad you flowing though. We got some good shit. We got because I wanted you to show the merch too. We gotta get to all of that.
Okay. We got speed.
Wait. Okay. So let's first show the merch. Okay. Right. Let's get that out the way, y'all. The box set.
The box set is.
Let's show the box set right quick.
This is the box set.
Okay, yep. Okay, so what's in the box set? You got the comic book, the CDs.
Yo, we're gonna open it up right here in front of the folks.
He got sunglasses.
We do an unboxing.
Right. Let's do an unboxing.
You get this Supa Emcee Obsidian the Fallen One action figure.
You know what?
With the stands. With the stand.
Is this right?
With it. Yeah, right here.
Okay. Yep.
The Obsidian. It has detachable wings. So you could take the wings off and you could stand them on the stand, right?
You did a whole shit.
Yeah. And the articulation on it, like his arms bend, his legs bend, waist turn,
I have to get
all that, right? Okay, bam. Then you get the double album. You get the Alpha and the Omega. I'm the Alpha with no Omega. You see, I'm a Rakim fan.
Yeah,
I'm the Alpha.
Hey, listen, that might be one of your top 5. Listen,
it is
one of the guys. One of the guys.
Hey,
yeah.
Listen.
Speaking of rap guys,
and then you get the Obsidian dark shade, the dark sunglasses to come with it.
I love
it. You get the double album that's on the black card. You get the Obsidian black card with both albums on the Obsidian.
Wait a minute. So how do you play that? What do? You
stick it in your computer. It's a flash drive.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's just in the case. Okay.
Yeah,
I love it. The USB. Okay.
Yeah, USB drive.
Yeah, because only some of us got CDs still.
Right. So you get the Obsidian, the Fallen One. You get the comic book.
This the comic book.
Yeah, the comic book.
See,
this just
got my boy gift.
You got the paper protector on it.
Listen.
Right?
Okay, I got that. Okay, because Ben, he's
Okay. So and then you get the T-shirt. You get a Obsidian T-shirt like this.
Oh shit!
One I got on right here.
Yeah. Okay. Tease. Okay.
You get some Obsidian stones too in the box with you to protect you.
I love it. Wait a minute. So right quick so people can know where to find that.
SupaEmcee.com.
Okay.
SupaEmcee.
Wait a minute. I always want to ask you how you got your name, because your real name Kent Brown, like some Superman shit.
Yeah, well, Kent. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this.
Like Kent, like Clark Kent.
Ha. Hey, check it out. Cause no, Joe know my real name. Joe grew up with me. Joe grew up with me. Like, we did the news. It was all in the news. Everybody know my name, Jimmy. Jimmy Brown. My grandfather, Jerry Kent Brown. So funny, right? Kent, Superman, right?
Okay.
My grandfather passed away. He was like to me he was like one of those dudes that like a freedom fighter type dude. He was like security over there at the Sacred Heart Seminary. You know, when the Pope would come in.
Yes,
he was
off
a
Chicago.
He's part of part of watching, making sure the Pope would come in and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay.
And he was instrumental in stopping the Sacred Heart Seminary from being burnt down during the riots and stuff. Like for real.
Listen, history. Yeah.
So my grandfather passed, and I took his name Kent, which was Superman Kent.
Right. That's
Supa
what I'm
Emcee,
saying.
right. Kent. So that's why it's that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I did that. But how I got Supa Emcee comes from a longer name that I had was alphabetical. The Supa Emcee, like alphabetical soup.
Okay. Oh,
because I was part of a group called DOA. It was called Deaf on Arrivals. Me and my dog Ramen.
Oh my God!
And then we couldn't use the name. Because we was trying to we was getting ready to come out with some big shit like contract shit, and we couldn't use the name, so we changed the name to Language of Adolescence. So when we changed the name to Language of Adolescence, this is when we was getting like really crazy into the literary sense of rapping and with the wording. So that's when we came up with these sub names, and our names together was gonna spell read, right? Mm-hmm. Riff, essence, alphabetical, and dialogue.
I love it.
And it was gonna spell read, because like Language of Adolescence was languages is listen as niggas give you a good everlasting slang, right? Language, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we was on that shit. So I at the time, like this is like my mom, like when I was younger, my mom, I always went to my mom like, Mom, give me a word that means this. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, oh, okay, here is that. Okay, I come back. Well, give me another word that means that if you were somebody that
because I was about to say, you can tell your mama she had education.
No.
Seemed like it was
my mom is educated as fuck. My mom is smart as fuck.
You can tell your education was heavy in your household.
Hell yeah.
Some of that shit you be saying, I was like, only people who read,
no, I tell you
and pay attention to shit is up on that.
My mother after me coming in there probably about 50 times asking this lady what she was my human thesaurus, right? So then she bought me a whole all that shit.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
I started to call myself Encyclopedia Brown at one time.
World Book. Listen, you had it on the bookcase. You better get that shit.
I started reading the whole dictionary. That's why I came up with the name. I'm gonna be alphabetical because I know all the words from
the your album when I'm listening to. I said this is for real, true hip hop heads. Like your music is for you. You can vibe to it definitely, but you a hip hop head. You gotta be a lyricist about the lyrics.
Like I'm just very fascinated by words and the way that you can bend words.
Yeah.
And like, cause I mean, like I did in the interview with LA and them. I was like, man, once I could understand that I could use slang and proper English together. Right. Oh, bitch, y'all dead.
Listen,
y'all dead. Now I can cuss you out. I can cuss you out and then hit you with a big ass word that your dumb ass probably won't know.
Listen,
good
linguistics, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the greatest.
Linguistical genius.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
Because I mean, it's cool to turn to somebody and be like, "Fuck you, you punk ass bitch." But then it's so much more greater to just demoralize them, with the intricacy of a sentence. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I love. So speaking of that. Intricacies.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your top 5.
My top 5 in rap of all time, or just whatever. I mean, I'm always gonna pick.
And I want to challenge you, since you are a MC, to put one female in there, at least one female.
Roxanne Shante.
Okay.
Shit. Roxanne Shante. Rakim. KRS-One.
Okay.
Shit. Cool G Rap. I'm gonna put Nas in this, and I'm gonna say Roxanne Shante.
Okay.
And the reason, and I'm not one of those niggas with that top 5 shit, because I love all of these niggas because they all gave something, but they all something great to me. But I'm a Rakim fanatic. Like, to me,
rap guy,
rap, and because
God MC for real.
Because for real. Rakim is me. Rakim is who, written wise, I would say I am. And then KRS-One is me freestyle. But then you take that and smash the motherfuckers and then give you my energy. You probably would have like Onyx and Redman and some type of, D12, big proof type, like I'm the fuse of
amalgamation.
And
all of them.
Right. And I'm a to me, Like,
all of that.
I'm a freedom fighter type nigga too. I ain't just gonna rap and be talking about smoking weed and all that shit. But then I'm gonna turn around and be like, yo, protect the black woman, stand up for these babies. And if you see a rapist, kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I love it. And you said, wait a minute, so you 16 albums in.
Yeah, 16 projects.
And with your flowers right quick though. Supa Emcee, you putting in work.
Hey, thank you.
16 albums, like for real.
Hey, I got about 20 albums that nobody never heard right now. 20 of them. 20 right now.
Your ass on some Pac shit.
No, I mean I got more songs than that. Man, me and Flick, I'm telling you, I don't know about other niggas in the city, but I think Flick is probably the only
Is he on the album? Is he on?
No, he's not on the, on the other. Flick, and that's my brother. Flick is probably the only person I probably may think that may have more songs than me.
Really? And so wait a minute, who's your
my brother.
Who's your bucket list person?
My bucket list person to what do a song with?
Right. Or if you could do an album with or whatever, producer, whoever.
I would want to do an album with Dr. Dre. Like if I could do an album with Dr. Dre, that's some crazy Dr. shit. Dre because he would give me the street element. He would give me that hip hop element. He would probably give me some zany shit to rap to. He'd give me some hard ass shit to rap to, and his shit is legendary. It's like either him or like some Supreme shit. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like some Alchemist type shit. Like nigga, oh man, or shit, some Eric Sermon type shit, some Def Squad type shit, or the RZA. See, if I have,
what? That's another one I heard on there, RZA. It was giving me Woo vibes.
Yeah, I mean because
that was another one I was like
because Exit Detective.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, to me, I'm a lover of hip hop. I'm a lover of good hip hop. And I say good hip hop. I say good hip hop music. You know who they is. You know who they are. We ain't gotta go an extra lift of it. To me, it's like hip hop has what it's built on. You know what I'm saying? And all we doing is adding on to what it is. But because we are doing it in the time frames and that we're creating where it wasn't creating in, that's why we're coming with the futurism of the hip hop. Especially a sound artist like myself, I'm coming with the futurism of hip hop, not the bullshit commercialized whatever these wanky ass motherfuckers want to do to enter into the hip hop. Yeah, because a lot of motherfuckers is not doing sound quality hip hop fucking music, and I'm tired of people not telling these motherfuckers that that's not fucking hip hop. That it doesn't have none of the four pillars in it. It doesn't have none of the.
What's the four pillars? Hold on, let's run it.
MCing, DJing, b-boying, and graffiti.
Okay.
You feel me? But graffiti,
that's the culture.
That's the culture. And then you do the fifth element. So all you doing is infusing yourself in these pillars and standing on it.
You know that some of them don't even know it's no damn pillars exist.
I know that. I know because they don't when you don't have musical discipline, this is the shit we listening to right now.
Exactly.
Corny shit. And then motherfuckers is actually want to put that toe to toe with some sound lyricism because the beat bangers than that. What is they saying? Drop the beat down and listen to what this motherfucker's saying and listen to what this motherfucker's saying. And then you can tell. And then if you want to get literary in it, we can have a teacher judge who can write the best. He stuck to 4-letter words. His shit got 5-letter words and better. And the shit is more interesting. Like, come on, if we in an argument talking shit, the hottest thing is to have the hottest things to say. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a cuss your ass out, Rocki, I'm a flame your ass. Ain't that what girls? You two-timing piece of shit, little dick ass motherfucker. You raggedy car driving ass, dirty feet having ass nigga. You no job having ass, breath smelling like a Come on,
we will go in
roast. I'm talking about full roast.
Go in.
So come on.
Don't make us mad. Don't make us mad. Wait a minute. So I want to take a moment to talk about Mama Shu.
Yes.
I'm going to have her on the show.
I mean, she's a wonderful woman.
Talking about pillars.
Pillars, right?
A pillar of the community.
Look, my wife is wonderful. Joe, Mama Shu is wonderful. My mom is one. I'm around wonderful women. It's crazy. You're wonderful and you my guy.
I love it.
I be around some wonderful class A chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. And Mama Shu is just in the line of the class A act women that I'm around. Absolutely. And that's been my dog. Like one thing about Mama Shu, like I know Mama Shu before this Avalon Village. It's my dog in the hood with me. What's up, my G? What's up? You feel me? Telling me ideas that she got while I'm telling her ideas that I got. Oh, for real, my nigga. Yeah, I'm gonna do this block thing, super. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, wow, that is fucking phenomenal, Mama Shu. If you could pull it off, you know what I'm saying? That'd be dope as hell. She like, watch me do it, duper. Watch Shooby Doo can do. Handle your business, ma. And we sat there and we watched it and we pitched in. We gave our time and when she needed us, we was there. And we sat there and watched this woman take this desolate strip of land in our hood and mold it and turn it and put some love in it. And while she was putting love in it, she faced hardship while putting love in it.
Two of her babies.
You know, this woman
as a mother, I don't even.
This woman has given a lot to the city and has lost a lot in the same city
that you giving back
that you give it on the same street. And still
to be there,
still had the will to give and give,
to nurture
and give and give.
Mama Shu,
and give,
shout out to her
and give. Yeah. Can I say and give some more?
Come on.
And give.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that's the true. You know, her and other women that are in that stead are the true quintessential apex of what it means to be Mother Earth.
Yeah,
literally,
absolutely.
You know.
Yep. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Super, I enjoyed you.
Man, we can. I mean, come on, Rock, you my dude.
So wait a minute, can we cue one of the MP3s? We can go out to that, Joe.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what you want to play? You want to guys trying to tell you something?
See, because some of the ones you sent was we need the MP3s.
Oh, it was WAV files.
Wait a minute, yeah. So call out Joe and have Soup pick one. Call out the ones that and let's ride out to that. I love it. I love it. Wait a minute, what's your favorite track on there?
My favorite track on there is Guys Trying to Tell You Something.
Yeah, okay. Let's go out to that. Because all of us, all black folks, no color purple.
The reason why I do that because when I was in rehab,
baby,
when I was in rehab, it was something in my head. It was like call 01, and I
call 01. Okay,
so I called. No, yeah, he was. This is how the record came.
Because this off Obsidian Alpha.
Yeah,
right?
Maestro actually produced the record from Silent Riot, but I called 01. I was like, you know, hey, he's like, yo, nigga, I'm glad you okay. Oh my God, I thought you was dead.
Right. Shit.
You know, I'm on the phone like, okay.
We was all like that, like
you about to wring my head back into a hernia, nigga. Like, so I'm like, hey, well, you know, what's going on? Oh, he was like, nothing. I was like, what was we doing? He was like, you know, we was doing music. I said, well, what kind of music was we doing? He was like, well, you know, a month before your accident, you sent me these records. I was like, well, what the record was? He was like, you sent me this African chant, and he was like, I made a beat out of it, and he sent you. I sent him this other sample. I said, well, what was the other sample? Oh, he was like, Suge Avery's God Trying to Tell You Something.
Baby.
He said, I sent him that record before I had my accident because I told him I wanted to write a song to God to thank him for, you know, all the things that God has done in my life and all that. I wanted to give this great testimony to God about what he's done in my life, right? This is before my accident. This is what I told 01, right? And then bam, here we go.
I don't think anything. That's why I don't believe in coincidence.
No,
you know, the longer you live, shit happen for a reason.
And
at a certain time.
And the reason this album is I was mad at God. I was pissed as fuck at God. If heaven
before the accident,
yes, if heaven was a street, I would have whipped up on it, jumped out, and been like, "Where you at, nigga?" Like straight up, like on some for real shit.
So he had to show your ass.
Yeah, he showed the fuck out of me, straight up.
What were you mad at him about? Then we can't get into that.
I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of relatives and friends, and it was happening.
From COVID?
No, before COVID, before all of that. I lost a lot of friends, relatives. I'm talking about we was losing family back to back. I thought we had a curse or something. I thought somebody hexed our family. We was losing so many people, so I was mad because I'm like, dang God, what the fuck, you know? And I told my grandma, I was like, you know, if I die, you know what I'm saying? You know, we all dying around here anyway. You know, I was mad as hell. I was crying like a motherfucker. We was at one of the funerals, and I was like, well, if I die anyway, I was like, me and God, wherever he sent me, heaven or hell, me and that nigga gonna have a talk about this bullshit. Whatever. My grandma was like, quit talking like that.
Right.
Yeah, quit talking like that. Quit talking like that. And I had this anger at him. And that day I went to go do something. He was like, nigga, you want to come talk to me?
Here you go.
Here you go. Here's your meeting.
Well, let's go on into this is God's
your meeting.
God no, is this glory to God? No, God is trying.
Yeah.
Because the other one is glory to God.
Yeah.
No, so this is God is trying. This is off Omega. My bad, y'all. So this is off Black Obsidian.
Yeah.
No, Obsidian.
Omega.
I love it.
Woke up in the hospital, dark and confused, broken, battered, covered in the power of you. No mercy is greater than the loud whispers of prayers of breathing the glory and air and the faith that got me here. I seen darkness like you can't dream. What's death but a life unseen? I ain't see the light, but I saw those I missed in the midst of being in between planes. Not the ones that fly, but the ones that die and come back alive. It had to be a miracle that I survived. 7 voices on 6 calls spoke these lines. They said the same thing that struck me blind. The God was talking to me, I ain't peeped the signs. So he had to sit me down and speak his mind. What I was told is mine to shine. It all will be revealed in its own space and time.
God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to speak. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something.
My journey was one of prayers and learning, fear and mourning, tears and honing. But your mercy brought me out of the dirty. Blackness and worthy, certainly to serve you. The glory ain't mine, the praise ain't mine. It's all in the faith of the divine. Broken leg, torn, carotid, and a damaged mind. God kept me fine while I'm healing inside. The severity in my sincerity, almost going through a windshield, brought me clarity. Covered in the veil, it was dark as hell. The fear of God, the only fear you have. Please don't leave me, don't disappear. If forever ain't forever, I want you near. What was revealed to me is concealed in me, to be fulfilled in me when you speak to me.
God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to speak. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to
How arrogant was I to think that I'm greater than my creator, by whom my life is tailored. With everything I asked for, I got it through prayer. Singing like Shook Avery to thank you for saving me. I was standing on the stage thankful with bravery, with the power of all those that pray for me. While I was hurting, you spoke to me, hopefully, appeared as my image. I was speaking to the ghost of me, or a future president of who I'm supposed to be. This life ain't mine, it's all your glory. I'm just a character in your biblical story. Sins of the Father, evil deeds of the